What's going on, guys? It's MJ here with the OG original gangster of American Idol, Kelly Clarkson. What's up? How are you?
I'm good.
You look phenomenal.
Thank you. And you're like my last interview of the day. Like, this
I know.
is like the end of my day. I've been up since like 4 something.
I know. So I'm gonna try and like not ask the same questions.
No, you're good. I'm
just
so
be a little bit
ready.
enthusiastic if it's the same.
I'm gonna sound so fresh.
So 15 years you've been in the game. I mean,
Yes.
3 Grammys.
Yes.
Bunch of albums. You got married. You had some kids.
Yes.
How's it been like the past 15 years? Like everything that's happened in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Well, it's been a blessing, a lot of it. You know, I've had a successful ride. Obviously, my family, all that's awesome. But I will say, before turning 30, my life was kind of like really hard. Like, I could put a smile on really well, but like it was a roller coaster ride from hell. So
Was it boys?
No, not really. I mean, there was one guy that was a complete turd, but other than that, it was more of just like work life and figuring like life out internally. But like 30 to like now 35. I turned 35 in April. It's been freaking awesome. I love my life. 30s are amazing.
They are. I'm in my second, 30 and 31 is that second year of 30s technically?
Technically,
I'm liking it so far.
I look at 20-year-olds and I just cry for them.
I know. I'm like, you have so much to learn.
Figuring out. Yeah.
I mean, I have so much to learn too because mentally
not that
I'm like
we've all
14.
figured it out, but like I just mean, I don't know. I feel like once you hit a certain age, you're just like you relax a little bit and you're like, okay,
this is it.
Yeah,
this is it. Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So October 22nd. Your album is coming out.
27th.
27th.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I wish it was
written.
the 22nd. I want it early.
I don't know why I said that.
No, it's right before Halloween. That's the only reason why I remember it.
It's right there.
Yeah,
27th.
27th.
I had it right.
Yep.
Meaning of life.
No big deal. I do it all the time. It's like,
Meaning of life. So, how do you make time to record an album when you have 2 children? Like, do you just like go to the recording studio and sing a song a million times and then go home and make dinner?
like, oh, girl. Well, let's get my husband's over there going, no. I am like the world's worst cook. I can bake like a son of a gun, but I cannot cook. No, let me correct that. It's not that I can't. I don't want to. I hate cooking. Like, I am a great sous chef. Like, I'll like be in the kitchen like for the socialization, like the socializing, whatever, but like not like to cook. I'm not that mom.
He cooks. So,
he likes actually he can grill. He can cook. My husband can cook really well, but he don't do it either. Like we don't. We're busy. Yeah. So by the time we get home, we have this lovely woman named Lisa Donovan that cooks for us.
Awesome.
So yeah. So she's pretty magical. But yeah, we have a village that helps us accomplish life.
All right. Well.
Yes.
At least, what is your part in the village? I mean,
my part is we hold it down.
You don't cook, or you bake. So you bring the brownies.
I'll bring that. But no, I mean we do every once in a while, and like every once in a while we're not those people. But no, I'm more like it's awesome because we have 2 nannies, lovely nannies that we alternate that take care while we're at work, and then we get home and we get to do the fun stuff. We get to watch movies and play games and draw and learn letters and. I'm the educational nerd of the family, and we read every night together. So,
but no boiling of the pasta or sautéing.
No.
All right,
nope.
All right. So what's
the Lord provided someone to do that for me?
There you go. There you go.
It ain't my fault. I'm just listening to the Lord.
Just bring the brownies and they'll bring the food. It's fine.
I can bake
and the ABCs.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between Kelly Clarkson's sound then to now?
Well, it's not, I love everything I've done, so not to, discredit any of that, but, it was all very suppressed, Kelly Clarkson, like, it was a lot of compromise and a lot of hurdles, and this album has been, the most amazing process I've ever experienced. I didn't even know it existed, like, it's all been very respectful, and, just a respectful environment, and constructive environment, and it's actually the most I've, not only myself, but Craig Cowman, who executive produced the album too, that I work with in Atlantic, he pushed me as a vocalist as well. And just the musicianship, just the whole record, it's very like organic, but still fresh, and there's some new stuff on it, like some, some cool beats and stuff with the old kind of feel. So.
It's kind of soulful from what
no, it's definitely a departure from like the pop rock stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome.
I love it.
And the video for Love So Soft.
Yes.
whoa.
It should look
You're
good.
a lucky
It took
dude
time.
because the yellow dress that you wear when you're in the
Yes.
field.
Yes.
Oh my God! I saw it. I was
know.
like, Kelly.
Sheehan and Company made that for me. They designed it for me just because Dave Myers, who thought up the whole idea and directed the video, he had this. He was very determined to have a yellow dress because he wanted these yellow canaries flying out of it. And I was like, well, there's other colors of birds.
Right, no, but
he
so
really
great.
was into the yellow, and he was right. And it was a beautiful, like, kind of. They were like, we don't want you to look like a princess. We made the shoulders a little Vogue, like, but they did such a good job. Sheehan and Company, they literally were still putting it on me on the video.
I mean, you have that yellow dress. I'm talking about like the fashion stuff right now.
Yeah.
The whole video,
well,
the song
video
is
kind of that, yeah.
And then you have, I think you were in a blue shirt.
A blue dress.
Blue dress.
Yes.
With the window.
I love that blue dress.
And then you have
So
the red
flattering.
makeup.
Yeah, we have the red eyeshadow with that feather dress.
Yeah, it's so many different facets of you and like how
and then
versatile you are.
The little like tie with the sunglasses.
Yeah,
I like
with the faces.
Yes, and then that's my favorite.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That just bejeweled like all these heads. I thought it was so creepy.
Yeah,
and awesome.
that was. Yeah. At first I was like, wait, is that
They're my singers.
It wasn't,
My singers
and then I
are amazing.
realized
it
wasn't all you.
Yeah,
but you just seemed like you had in that video alone like a different air about you.
It's called happiness.
Yeah, you could tell 100%. Like you know, where did that come from? But you know, like I said earlier, you've become a wife, and like you said, you're 35 now, and you had 2 children. So you know, birthing 2 children, housing humans, did that just give you like this feeling of some sort? I've never had kids, so does that just give you as a woman some sort of feeling like I'm the S-I-T.
I know. I was like,
yeah, I want to say it. Can I say it and you blur it? I'm the she's say it. Yeah.
It was like she was wanting it.
Yeah, I want to do it so
I
bad.
do think becoming, I mean, I've always kind of been confident. I'm a confident individual, but I will say being a mother has brought I think because perspective changes.
Right.
So you're just like, I don't have time to even pretend like this, you know, because people, it's hard to describe without sounding rude, but it's just like your time management becomes better served for yourself.
And you have like you find like this different
love,
it's
empowering.
I guess.
Like I created life. So
right.
That's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm pretty powerful.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's also too like you become this different. Do you like somebody's getting arrested? Do you hear
New
that?
York. This is
it's going
somebody's
down.
getting arrested every 20 seconds out here.
It's going down right now. That's amazing. No, but I do think once you become a parent and especially you're molding these little humans, there's a different level of just like you want to have your shit together, so your kids can watch that and see like, you know, be a good model for them. You know,
course.
I've never really thought of myself as a role model, although I obviously am. I'm in the limelight, but I've never really considered myself that until having children, and they just watch their sponges, and I want them to grow up like having, you know, a great father and a great mother to like, you know, be like, you know, or at least they don't have to be just like us, just be good examples.
Of course. So that's my next question, actually. You are obviously in the limelight, but you do such a good job at, number one, keeping it just, you know, personal. Like there's a line, you know, nobody's too deep in your life. I feel like you make sure that there's, you know, it's not too invasive. How do you maintain that? That has to be difficult, especially, you know, with your level of success.
I think a lot of that has to do with, I don't have a filter really. I mean, I have a filter. If you knew the things I really wanted to say, a lot of times.
I like her.
But I have a filter. But for the most part, people, I am what you see is what you get. And I've kind of been that my whole career. So I don't think I'm such a mystery. So I think a lot of times, you know, people in the limelight will have this mystery about them and they don't, you know, divulge too much about themselves, which makes people more want to know and talk about and gossip and do things.
Right.
I think. So I kind of just say what's happening in my brain at the time all the time. So I think it's that. I think it's that people see me as attainable, or, you know, I'm like their friend next door or something. Right. So I don't know. I don't know how I've done it, but I'm really glad it's happened that way, because I do look at a lot of other artists and I'm like, oh, how do you keep all that up? How do you keep it up, you know?
Give me my space.
Yeah.
I just want to go get Cover Up from CVS.
Well, and I also don't live in a city that is New York or LA.
Right. Give me one defining moment in your career. Out of all of the things that have happened, one thing where you had to step back and you were like, oh my God, this is my life.
You know what? Honestly, I think that was probably the bookend of American Idol for me. Like, just the finale. I think being there, I was emotional because I was pregnant, one. But it was also like another, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh, what a special moment. And I was like, I don't think people realize how incredibly awesome that was for me, like to walk the same halls that I did at 19 years old. Yeah. And then to not know at that age, like, 15 years later, I'd be back with, now I have 4 children total, 2 I've housed myself, and I'm married and happy, and everything is, firing on all cylinders. And just to, it was just a really special moment for me to bookend that show for me, coming on the show for 15 years and just having the longevity that artists really desire. Right. And it doesn't always happen.
I just have a little bit of American Idol insider.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. I was a contestant on Love Connection, and it was the same production company.
Yeah.
Patrick Lynn.
Patrick!
Yeah.
Schmantz.
What? He told me to ask you about Schmantz. I have it right here.
I named an entire company after his Schmantz because he would always wear them on
What's
set.
a Schmantz? He told me to ask you.
What are they?
Every time I saw him, he had on Star Wars.
No, well, okay. But no, he always wore these. They weren't even like, what are they called? They
like jorts? Jean shorts?
And they weren't capris. They were like higher. But they weren't like
clam digging pants?
He had these like level of like the length of the pants were the most. I was like, what are those? Like, they're not pants, they're not shorts. I was like the Schmantz. He wears Schmantz all the time. So I named an entire company after Patrick.
He told me to ask you about Schmantz. That's so funny. He's like, she's gonna know what that means.
I love Patrick.
I was like, please tell me. He's like, no, she's got to tell you.
It was fun too because the first season, I think because we were all kids at camp, we really invested in the crew and like everybody working the show.
They were awesome.
Because nobody knew, one, that the show would go past the first season, and 2, like it was just the first thing for nobody knew anything about it. So we all were just kind of running around with chickens with our heads cut off. It was just like, I don't know, maybe this will work. So it was a fun time. I met a lot of really cool people.
Well, we're glad that you were on it.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a waitress anymore. I didn't like waiting tables.
I was a terrible waitress.
I was good at it, but that doesn't make you want to do it.
No, I was awful at it. I dropped everything, and I never really got requested to be their waitress when they came back, ever, anybody. But whatever, we're here.
You're a loss.
Yeah, you're a loss with your penny vodka. I don't care. Meaning of Life, October 27th. Kelly, thank you so much.
Yes,
good luck with everything.
Thank you.
And you look fantastic.
Thank you.